What's up, internet? Today's video is going to be a bit different as I am going to show you the entire raw cut of me programming an HTTP server in C from scratch. So I can give you a quick demo of the project before the video starts. So I'm now running the server on the left and I can send an request on the right, and you can see that I get a response as expected. And yeah, this is one of the many requests I have implemented support for, so stay tuned for the video if you think you're going to find this interesting. And yeah, enjoy the show. Back to you, Isaac. What's up, everyone? Today is the first day out of 7 of me trying to learn C. So yeah, let's just begin. I thought I would start off by doing the Codecrafters build your own HTTP server challenge, sorry. So yeah, let's just start right off. So I've done one Codecrafters challenge in the past, build your own shell, which I did in Rust. And yeah, I thought that was kind of a great way to start learning a language. So quick disclaimer, I've actually done some C programming in the past, but that is now many moons ago. And yeah, I think I'm going to struggle quite a bit. So let's start off and let's choose our language, which is going to be C, of course. Now maybe I have to zoom in a bit so you can read stuff more clearly, something like that. Okay, language proficiency. I would say I am a beginner in C. Next question. How often do you intend to practice? A few times a week. Accountability. No thanks. Okay, next step. We have to clone the project and commit a test. Okay, that should be easy enough. I'll open my terminal. I can zoom in here as well. Do I have... Yeah, I have my own Codecrafters repository. And I guess I can just clone it into here. HTTP server C. And then I will commit a test and push to master. This is a turbo test run. Looks like your program has been terminated, but that is as expected as we have 0 code, and you can see that the git push is received. So yeah, if you're new to Codecrafters, I can give a quick rundown on what this actually is. So Codecrafters, they have a bunch of different programming courses on their website, and they are very nicely built as they are super interactive. Like you saw here, I could just commit a change to the repository that has been created for me, and it will automatically run a couple of tests and see if I've done what the challenge asks for. So if we continue now, we should start getting some more detailed instructions on what to try to do. Okay, so the first thing, bind to port. Oh, and also before I really start any programming, I hope my mic is loud and clear. I know I can turn it up a bit, but yeah, I think I should turn it a bit down like that. Yeah, before I start programming, I thought I could reflect on what I think this challenge is going to be like. So I don't really know a lot about like the HTTP protocol at the very fundamental level. I'm more of a high-level developer and understand stuff more at the higher level. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how much I'm going to learn from this. Okay, so navigate to appservers.c using an editor. Okay, you know what? For bonus points, I'm going to use NeoVim for this challenge. App server C. And okay, that's done. Mark as complete. And comment the following code yeah, uncomment this. And also I feel like while doing this I should probably improve my NeoVim skills. So let's start off by how to uncomment multiple lines of code in NeoVim. The first character, Control V. Okay. Okay, we go to the last one, and then I think we can do X. Okay, that almost works. Let me do it again. Control V, J until I get down, and maybe I can do 3X. No. Okay, I guess I have to do it one more time, or 2 more times. Okay, last line. Get out of here. Save. Oh fuck, I think I uncommented way too much, right? Uncomment the following code. No, I did it correctly. Right. Save this, and yeah, that's done. Mark as complete, and then submit changes. Commit, and what is this? Amend message? Maybe? Okay, let's do that anyways. I'll add everything, commit. Just want to see what this A is. What's the difference? Automatically stage all tracked before the commit. Ah, okay, so I don't have to do the add. Okay, that's kind of cool. But anyways, uncomment code. And I'll push this. Running the test. Compilation successful. And it did the test, and tests passed. Client connected. Congrats. If we go back here, you can see that we did the challenge, and we can mark stage as complete. In this stage, you will create a TCP server that listens on port 4221. TCP is the underlying protocol used by HTTP servers. And TCP, if I remember correctly, stands for something. Transmission control protocol. I had a course going over this in uni and did not like it at all. But anyways, okay. I mean, this first level, it was of course very easy, but then again, I have no idea what the hell is going on here. And also, is my NeoVim set up for this? No, it's not. I think I have to enter Mason and find a C language server. Mason, and let's find a language server for C. CMake, C#. I'm not sure what the best one is. I guess I can Google it. NeoVim C language server. cquery. Okay, cquery. It's not here. CQL. Setting up NeoVim for C. Clang D. Okay. Clang D. Install that. And once this is installed, I guess we will be good to fucking go. Woo! Clang is installed. What do I have to do now? Do I have to restart anything? Maybe. Let's try it. NeoVim Mason, how to enable language server. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been using my NeoVim setup, so can't really remember if I had to do anything after installing the server. Oh wait, is Clang only for C++? No, Clang D. Clang D NeoVim. Okay, I'll quickly have to jump into my NeoVim setup. Okay, let's try to remember how I do this. Lua user plugins. You can go to the bottom here maybe and do somewhere here. That doesn't seem right. Lua require. Okay, you know what? I'm caving in. Fuck NeoVim. Let's open VS Code. I'll just keep it simple as for now. Although NeoVim would be a lot cooler. Okay, we got this server here. Do I have a... Yeah, this seems better, I guess. Yeah, I have a language server going here. Perfect. Okay, now with the development environment going, let's try to actually understand what the code is doing, and also let's try to compile and build the program ourselves. So we have to compile it. How to compile C? I mean, it's kind of bad that it doesn't tell us how we compile it ourselves. I can just run this. Yeah, okay, so this shell script compiles it for us and then executes it. Okay, that's good. So I can just run your program and this should start everything up. But I did see something. Whoop, waiting for a client to connect. Okay, I guess that's it. And I have 2 warnings. But let's try to do a print. Yeah, I can see the print here. And if I do 2 prints, let's try to say hello world. Yeah, hello world, it's working. somewhat at least. So let's try to quickly run over what this code is doing. I'm importing a bunch of stuff: standard in out, library, some socket stuff, string, error, and this. What's this? Whoops. Name of the header file that provides access to the POSIX operating system API. Okay. Sounds sick as fuck. Disable output buffering. Okay, you can use print statements as following for the debugging. They will be visible when running tests. Nice. Then I define 2 integers. And I give it the value of socket with a couple of variables. What is this? Where is this defined? Socket.c. Okay, I guess this is some standard library stuff. Yeah, this is probably this system socket and sock stream 1. Okay. Oh. The camera has 20% battery remaining. Low power mode. Okay, that should probably be enough. If server, okay, what does FD stand for? Server something. Socket creation failed. And now I don't think I was getting that message. No, I'm not. And then since the tester restarts your program quite often, setting so reuse address ensures that we won't run into address already in use errors. Reuse set socket option. Okay, this is very Greek to me at the moment. What the actual fuck? Connection backlog. Waiting for a client to connect. Okay, so without really understanding what's going on, let's continue. View next stage, but let's check out the comment first. To try this locally on macOS, you should run your server's SH in one terminal session and this in another. Okay, let's try that. What is nc command? nc command netcat. Establish a network connection. Okay, sick. That sounds perfect. And can I do a split window here? So I'll start the program and then I'll run the netcat. Was that it? Yeah. Hey, something happened. Client connected and then it exits. You know what? That's why these comments are good. Thank you, Stefan. Let's check out his GitHub profile. Okay. This is not relevant. View next stage. Respond with 200. In this stage, you'll implement your own solution. Unlike stage 1, your repository doesn't contain commented code to pass this stage. Read the instructions. Your task card below contains a description. Okay, we also recommend taking a look at code examples, which contains code examples from other users. The screencast tab, if you prefer more detailed video walkthroughs. What? What is this? A company forced me to code my own HTTP server in C. Okay. Building my own HTTP server. I guess this is the influencer section, which I sort of belong in. Whoops. Let's fucking go. Maybe I will end up here one day. Anyways, okay. Implement your solution. Okay, let's wait until we've actually done it before we mark it as completed. In this stage, your server will respond with an HTTP request with a 200 response. An HTTP response is made up of 3 parts, each separated by a CRLF. And what the fuck is that? Control characters and bytecode that can be used to mark a line break in a text file. Carriage return line feed. Dope. 3 parts, okay, each separated by a CRLF. Status line, 0 or more headers, each ending with a CRLF. Optional response body. In this stage, your server's response will only contain a status line. Here's the response your server must send. Okay, here's a breakdown of the response. HTTP 11, 200 status code, okay. CRLF, headers empty. Okay, so that's after this. Whoops, screenshot. And marks the end of headers. Okay. Okay, so how do I respond is the question, I guess. So after the client has connected, I will have to send something here. Send a 200 response. Waiting for client to connect. Okay, but how am I to know how we respond? This is in the socket. What is server FD? I just want to know what FD stands for. FD. File descriptor. Okay. C WebSocket respond. How can I write a minimal WebSocket server? Perfect. Are there any code examples? Nope. Send. Okay. Let's try that. So we have the accept, client connected, and then I can do send. Yeah. Okay, first an integer, 200. Const void. Okay, what is that? C const void. Okay, that is a void pointer. Points to a memory that should not be modified. Okay, what should I point to? What kind of memory? Oh no. I guess this is the C struggle. C socket send. Are there any code examples here? Const void buffer points to the buffer containing the message to send. Okay. Int socket specifies a socket file descriptor. Ah, okay. Server file descriptor. I think that's what I'm after. Server file descriptor. And then points to the buffer containing the message to send. Okay, so let's try to create a message. And how do I create a string? I think it's car. Message. And what was I responding with? HTTP 1.1, 200. It was something like that, I think. HTTP 11, okay. Okay, that's the message. And how do I point to it? Message and this sign maybe? No. Expected expression and size T, okay. What's that? Specifies the length of the message in bytes. I guess I can do something like message dot. Okay. C, create a string. Car message this. Expression must have arithmetic type. Do I know the size? I think there's something called size. Size of message. Nice, that's working. And the last is an integer. Flags specify the type of message transmission. Okay. Values of this argument are formed by logically ORing 0 or more or the following flags. Okay, so I think that's optional. Or do I have to add it? Int, okay, 0, that's an integer. Okay, this is looking good. Okay, and point, maybe the pointer thing is in front of it. C, pointers. Okay, I'm no expert in pointers. Because what did it expect? Const void. It expected a points to a memory that should not be modified. Points to memory. An int variable, a pointer variable with the name pointer that stores the address of my age. Yeah, I think I did it correctly. Int my num. Okay, let's run it. Oh, it's not working. I mean, car to, okay, let's try to get car to console. Okay, let's do C socket send example. Send. Car line. Size of line 0. Yeah, okay, I think I'm onto something. If I remove this, it's running. Let's connect. What happened? It exited. And what was the challenge asking for? You will respond to an HTTP request Ah, okay. So with the program running, I'm going to curl. What did I get? Did it work? I'm so confused. First connection refused. Okay, I don't think it worked. Yeah, I'm really not... Okay, any of these libraries, can you help me? What is this NetInet? I think we are doing something with a socket, okay? Listen. We are listening. Waiting for a client to connect. And then we get this, accept, client connected, send, socket send. Is this, maybe I want to do client address. No, it should be socket address. Close server FT. Okay, can I maybe just debug something here? Let's try to write debug 1, debug 2, compile, run it, debug 1, debug 2, and it crashes. Or, I mean, something happens. Get 1.1. If I change this, is it going to say 1.2? No, it still says 1.1, which leads me to believe that this is not working correctly. Close send. Send a 200 response C server. Send. What's the response here? The response is something crazy. Handle client. Create a new thread to handle client requests. Okay. Client ID. Client FD. Handle client FD. Where is this client FD coming from? Client info. malloc size of int. I mean, what the fuck am I even looking at? I think I'm gonna cave in and look at the code examples. Although it feels like cheating. %% battery. Is it? Oh, it's not plugged in. Now it's plugged in. Okay. Woo! Perfect. Let's see if this Rust tutorial can help us. No, it can't. See, send response socket. Send reply size of reply. I mean, I feel like I'm actually onto something. Where is the reply? That's here. Let's do a multi-line reply like this is doing. HTTP 1, okay. That's reply. I'll reply with reply. Size of reply. Run it. Do it. And I don't think it sent anything. And let's, where is this sending? Yeah, something. Client connected. Client connected. Okay. Client address. Right. Client accept. Okay. We'll have to remember the client address here. I will do int client equals accept, and then here I will reply with the client. And should I do it safe like this? I guess it won't hurt if client is greater than 0. And also, yeah, this is C syntax, right? Because this is my holy shit, this is what I'm thinking about C. The syntax like this, it's brutally disgusting. What the fuck? Anyways, let's not roast C. And let's just put debug 2 inside here so we can actually see it happening. Debug 2, okay, it did happen. Did it work is what I'm wondering now. Client reply 0. Accept. Let's try to debug this. Client. Is that how I print something? Client. S. Is that how I do it? It can't be right. No, yeah, I do S and then the next one is there. Okay, do I do a pointer? Oh yeah, I said it was a string, it's an integer, like that. Nice. 4, okay, so send for reply, size of reply. Fuck people, send okay, not size but string length. I can do that. String length 200. It fucking did it. Let's go. Yeah, this is what I'm really enjoying with Codecrafters. Once you get it working, oh, it feels so good. Okay, so let's do that. We will do a git commit, git commit, and the new add all message reply with a 200 response. Push it to master and see the test go green. Test passed, congrats. Confettis. Test passed, mark stage as complete. Or refactor code. Make changes to your code and run the test command. Codecrafters test. Codecrafters test. Okay. Okay, let's skip the refactoring, or let's view some examples first. Reply, bytes sent, send. Yeah, the people here are doing exactly what I did. That's great. Response. Okay, this is a bit of a different way of doing the response. I like the way we did it. Client. I guess I can call it client FD maybe. And let's skip the check because the other people didn't do it. Client FD. And yeah, I guess this is the response of sending it. Bytes sent. Okay. Let's save that as well. Bytes sent. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, it's now refactored, and I don't think I have to commit anything now. So let's just go back and mark stage as complete. Next stage. Your task. In this stage, your server will extract the URL path from an HTTP request and respond with either a 200 or 404, depending on the path. HTTP request. An HTTP request is made up of 3 parts, each separated by a... what's it called? By a carriage return line feed. Request line, 0 or more headers, each ending with a CRLF. Optional request body. Here's an example of an HTTP request. Okay, here's a breakdown of the request. HTTP method, request target, HTTP version. First, the tester will send a GET request with a random string as the path. Your server must respond to this request with a 404. Okay. I feel like I understand this task. But you know what? I think I have to go, so this will be part 1 and we will continue on with extracting URL path in the next episode. Okay, see you then. I'll be continuing where I left off yesterday on the Build Your Own HTTP Server challenge by Codecrafters. Okay, so what... Sorry, I might be a bit off today, but fuck it, let's try it. Let's open up VS Code and try to continue where we left off. So we have this server.c file, and we can start it by running your program, and I can try to send a request by running curl, and right now it answers 200 OK, but what I want is to send this request to a different address, something like this, and it should say 404 not found, I think was the case, right? Yeah, if I do this, it should say 404 not found. So somehow we have to find out where the request, or where our request is requesting. Yeah, here, get index. Okay, so it sort of knows it somewhere. Let's try to find out how we can get this data. Okay, so it says connected. Connected to localhost. Yeah, okay, this is the output from the curl command, so of course I'm not writing it here, but let's try to look at maybe the client address or something. Okay, so let's just print what we have. We have the client address, which is a struct. Maybe it's an maybe it's a string. That would be the best, actually. Client address. Okay, let's run that. What's going to happen now? Yeah, it crashes. Think. Oh, sorry for the jump scare. Okay, what the fuck? Ah, I have this window manager called Amethyst, and it's kind of annoying when I have the face cam. So sorry about that. Whoa, can you not hear me? Okay, I hope my mic has been picking up what I've been saying. I have this. I have the socket address, client address. Socket address, internet style. Okay, now can I access this? Sorry, I have to reverse my scrolling direction. Nice. What is this client FD? That's an integer. Let's try to check that out. Four. And does that change if I have a different address? Nope. C server get path from request. C sharp. It's not correct. I'm starting to question why I chose to do this in C. It's super annoying at the moment just because I know nothing of C basically. Are there any hints I can do? You can ignore the headers. In this stage, the request target is written as a URL path, but the request target actually has 4 possible formats. I mean, I guess I can view the code examples, but somehow that feels like cheating. Because right here when I do the reply, I should do something like if the path equals 404, let's just do true for now. If true, if found, something like that, or else we will reply with a 404 not found, like this. Okay, and I guess this is equal anyways, so I can do something like this. And also I think I can okay, I'll do that afterwards. True is undefined. How do I do it? Like that. If 1. Okay. Now, if 1, it's okay, and if 0, I'll just test this out. Should be 404. Yeah, 404 not found. But now, how do I know where the request is coming from? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Client address length, client address, I mean it obviously has to be something with this. Let's try to do client address dot sin address. What is that? That's a struct in address. In address is a uint. Okay. C socket accept get path. Yeah, this is what I'm after. Okay, the browser will be sending your server an HTTP request. Your receiver must read this request from the socket and parse it to find URL. Okay. Declare a buffer of sufficient size. Read data into the buffer using read and your conft. Where is conft? Here, yeah. What is 413? Content too large, okay. So it's this thing we have to be parsing. Client FD, and right now it's an integer, and I'm not sure how this actually works. Declare a buffer, okay. Declare a buffer C. Okay, let's try this. Car my buffer of size 4096. Was that what was recommended? Yep. And bytes. Read will stop reading when the buffer is full. Read data into this buffer using read and your conft. What the actual fuck? Okay, let's try to do this. We have my buffer. And then I start this reading thing. The sock. Which I guess is the client FD. And client FD. Client FD, and this is supposed to be my buffer as well as this. Client FD is undefined. Okay, but I'm defining it here. I forgot the semicolon. Okay, we now have N. Okay, but this is the thing. What the fuck is N? It's an integer. Okay, I guess we'll try to print it. Like that. 86. What does that mean? Read data into this buffer using read and your until you have received okay, here we have the buffer val read listen. Okay, so this is a while loop. Make a new socket for the client that just tries to connect. Buffer val read got connection. Receive data from the new socket. We're going to read the header into a vector integer bytes. Buff.data, where is buff coming from? That's here. Ah, this is C++. Oh my god. Read. Fuck this. I have no... Okay, this is a good website. Server.c. We have the buffer. We have the socket. Listen. I think I should listen to something, right? Has it done accept? Am I doing listen anywhere? I am doing listen. Here is the message. I feel like we're onto something here. Buffer. Let's just call this buffer. Here is the message. And I just do it as a string. Okay. Let's go. Here is the message. Ah, yeah, because this is a char. And now I just have to parse it and see what this looks like. So running this with no on just the root address. Yeah, it's just get and slash. Parsing char in C. I mean, I feel like I should be using I can't speak. Regular expressions for this, right? And is it allowed for me to use ChatGPT? Because I feel like that would really be easy for doing this. C generator. Let's try to do this. Paste a message. What part of the text? It's this part. Options. What the fuck? Is this how you parse regular expressions in C? Wait. C regular example. Oh my god. I feel like let's just try to match a string. Match start of string C. String compare. Okay, we have a nice function here. I just guess I can seal that. And what is up with the C bool? Do I have to import C import bool? Holy fuck, I have to import the library for that. Starts with. Okay, let's just try that. If starts with. And isn't C syntax supposed to be like, what's it called? Like this? Starts with. With. Okay, so how do I use this? I need a car. I can do buffer. And what do I want it? It should be get. Like that. If it starts with this, it sends unit OK. If not, it says for not found. Okay, it doesn't compile. Conflicting type. Undeclared functions. Do I have to create it before this, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so this should be 200 OK. 404 not found. Okay, I might just have messed up the thing. 404 not found. Okay, it might actually be swapped. So something like this. 404 expected behavior. 200 OK. We did it. We fucking did it, guys. Oh my god. Okay. I will comment this out for now. And other than that, I feel like we're kind of happy with this. Now, what does this syntax mean? Char. Why is it not like this? Because I feel like we can do something like this. Reply, and then I can do that. Move this down here. And delete this and delete that. It's a bit shorter, right? And do I drop this? 200 OK. 404 not found. Perfect. Okay, I think that's a bit better. So what have we actually done here? I can move this buffer down here. So we connect with the client. We allocate space for a buffer in which we read something here. We read. I'm not sure how this works actually. we read this into the buffer maybe. And then we create this reply and save this. Okay, seems good to me. Implement 404 response. It's going to do the tests and it should be green. If not, I'm going to be kind of pissed. Fingers crossed. Test pass. Let's go. Finally, that took way longer than expected. And this is only step 3. Oh my god, I feel like this course is going to take some time. Okay, let's view the code examples. This is the exact same solution. Starts with. Okay, I guess I can move this to the first line as well. Like that. Client FD. Wait. This is my solution. I was like, this guy's a genius. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Okay, let's view this. Request.path. Okay, this guy is on some crazy shit. Concise. Response okay, response not found. Yeah, that's probably nice, saving the responses somewhere. Request buffer. Where is that saved? Response. Okay, I feel like, you know what? My solution is great. Okay, respond with body. In this stage, you'll implement the echo string endpoint, which accepts a string and returns it in response body. Oh, nice. A response body is used to return content to the client. Here's an example of an request. Get this endpoint. I should be returning ABC here. Yeah. And I guess that's all the input because this is just a GET request. Here's the expected response. Okay. And then we add the content type. And we add, yeah, ABC at the end. Okay, I feel like I will give this 10 minutes, and if I get nowhere, then we will try to do this tomorrow. So let's think here. We can sort of hack a bit in the start here. If it starts with get echo, yeah, that should actually be enough. Then we start the parsing, do something here, or else. Now we will create a reply that looks like this. 1.1, 200, okay. RN, and then we add this stuff. And does this work? Multi-line string? I think it does. That's sick. Content type. Nice. Next line, content length. Header that specifies the size of the response body in bytes. Okay, we'll just hardcode this for now. And lastly, okay, this marks the end of the headers, and then response body. Okay, so this should be the reply if it starts with echo. And, oh fuck. Running this should already sort of work. If I now do echo ABC, received HTTP when not allowed. What? Received HTTP when not allowed. This might be wrongly formatted. I'll quickly try just doing this in one line. I'm not sure if the syntax I did was actually valid. Yeah, here it responds okay, text plain, content length 3, ABC. Perfect. If I add a D here, is that going to show up? ABC. Ah, okay, I actually have to have a correct content length. ABCD. Okay, perfect. This is going very smoothly. So if it starts with echo, now we have to get what is after this, and this is where the parsing would come in very handy. Get, okay, see get word in string after string. How to extract the string after a word. I mean, string manipulation might not be the most fun things to create. Okay. Is it possible to break like this? Yeah. No, it's not. What about this? I'll try to fix the syntax here a bit. I want to make it look nice. Okay, sweet, still works. Okay, think really hard. How do we get what's after this in the buffer? Here is the message buffer. See get word after string. After slash is kind of what I'm after. String car returns a pointer to the last occurrence of the character C in the string S. Get word. Okay, let's quickly print out this buffer. Okay, see, get word between two strings. Perfect. How do I get? How do I need to extract the text between two strings in C? Oh my god. Pattern 1, pattern 2. Okay, I actually have I have some thoughts about C. Okay. This looks terrible, right? I mean, what the fuck is this syntax? Why is it not like consistent at all? And yeah. Jesus Christ. Just use string. Linux die.net. What is this? Okay, we got the function. Let's just steal this. And you see this syntax? Dude, there's no excuse. It was even missing the last curly brace. One, two, one, two, one. Okay. Extract between. And what does it return? A char. That's good. So inside here, I will do char text. We can just call it text. Extract between and yeah, I guess I give the entire thing, which is buffer. Then the first one, get echo, and the second one should be a space and HTTP 1.1. Okay, I'm feeling kind of good about this. Let's try to print it. Let's print the text, which is a char. So I'll do a print. Or is it maybe S I do? Because it's a string. Okay. Did you mean printf? I meant printf. Thanks very much. Okay, it has to be a C. I'm gonna do like this. This should be an S. Okay, now. Get echo. First, once to find the start marker. Output. Yeah, get echo, that's not what I'm wanting to get. Get echo. HTTP 1.1. I will do something like that. Okay, start and BC. I'll then have B and C, which function will allow me to do B minus C. Okay, let's try this. It seems like a good solution. We have A. I'll comment out this for now because this didn't work at all. So fuck that. We have the string. We will then do char A. No, B. String. And we will give the buffer and get echo. We can then do the same for C. String, buffer, and HTTP. Ah! I wrote it wrong here. Should be HTTP, not HTTPS. Silly me. Okay, let's see if the previous implementation actually worked then, knowing that we did a typo. Yeah, ABC. Okay, now it works. But then again, I feel like this implementation can be done a bit easier. Doing this, and then I can do C equals B minus C. And then let's print C. If this works, it's going to be kind of a nice solution. Okay. How to subtract string from string C? It's a string. Pointer arithmetic. Oh my god. Okay, fuck that shit. We will just continue on with our working implementation here. So instead of doing a hard-coded content length, we will here do a int and here we will do a string. But how does this work? C add variable to string. Okay, as printf seems kind of nice. As printf, yeah, I already have it. That's good. And you know what? Let's get everything back on one line here. Like that. And we will do as printf. And it needs a char to be written into, and then the string, and then it needs first the size of text, and then it needs the text. But first we have to save this somewhere, message out like that. Like this. We now have a message out, which we will save in reply. Okay, let's try it. What is this? LU? I mean, waiting to connect. Broke. I'll hardcode this because I'm not really sure about it. Still breaks. Still breaks. Can I print message out? Message out, print. Printf. Yeah, it doesn't, it crashes here. Okay, let's do this sort of step by step, really slowly. I'll start off by just hard coding the response like it was before. It was like this. So if I now comment these lines out, it should be running. Output ABC, ABC. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so we have text. Now I want to know the size of it. Integer text. Yeah, size of text. And I also want to know the text itself, and that I know we have saved this as text. ABC size is 8, it should be 3. Right? And also it wants a long integer. Like that. size 8. I feel like that's incorrect. Because if I here were to say content length is 8, okay, it still works actually. Transfer close with 5 bytes remaining to read. Yeah, it should only be 3. Size T. Get size of char C. String length. Okay, let's do that instead. String length. Okay, the size is 3 here, so that's more correct. Okay, now that we know that, we will try this as print thing. I will first do something easy, just like the example from here. char1, Isaac, and char2. I guess we can just do char2. And then I'll try to print the message out. It crashes. ABC null. And I have to start adding the new line when I do stuff. Yeah, null. Why is that? And it's complaining here. My dealer's card Isak, that's good. Let's try to change this and change the last one first with text. I'll do one at a time. Message out. Yeah, okay, nice. 8 ABC, and we don't want it to be 8, we want it to be the string length. LU. Okay, so string length text and then the text. Okay, the message out should now be correct. Yeah, content length 3 and then ABC. So the reply should now be message out. Let's run this. Nice. ABC. Perfect. Okay, and now the great test. If I now do Isaac, yeah, it returns the correct length and also the correct response. Woo! Let's go. Holy fuck, my brain is melting, it feels like. Let's try to clean this up a bit. So, if it starts with echo, I'm still happy with that. We extract the, I guess we can call this response. We'll put the response here and there. Kind of a long line. Maybe I should try the multiple line string again. No, it's gonna break. Okay, fuck that. We'll just have a long line. And let's not call it message out, but I guess this is the response. Yeah. Response, and we will call this text again. text and text like that. Let's run it and do Isaac. Perfect. And let's build and push to GitHub. Implement echo endpoint. Let's push it and run the tests and see it go green, hopefully. Oops. Test pass, congrats. Yeah. So nice. Collapse. Yeah. Tests passed. Refactor code. Okay, let's quickly view the code examples, or you know what, I'll mark it as complete. Woo! Next up, read header. Return a file, request body. Okay, code examples. This is my own. Oh, okay, fuck. The first function here looks horrible. Oh my god. What the fuck am I even looking at? Okay, I guess that's a bit better. Wait, why is this not correctly formatted? Wait, there should be 2 spaces. 2 spaces, 2 spaces. Why is this so poorly formatted? One, two. One, 2. 1, 2. 1. Ah, okay, here. One, two. Okay, I guess that's a bit better, but it's still fucking terrible. Refactor code. Type it out. And this also should be like this. Okay, I feel it like this. This works for now. This is the echo endpoint. I guess I can refactor it, but yeah, not now. I said 10 more minutes 30 minutes ago, I think. So yeah, I'll be happy with this, but let's just quickly see how other people does it. String path. Sprintf. Yeah, it's sort of the same as my solution. String length. Looks good. Okay. Sprintf, what is that? Okay, you know what? We will continue on tomorrow with reading a header, concurrent connections, returning a file, and reading the request body. And do I want to do the HTTP compression part? Not sure yet. It sounds kind of boring. Forget. No. Okay, so yeah, hope you enjoyed this video as well. If you have any questions, let me know, and see you next time. Okay, what's up everyone? Today we are back for day 3 of our Learning C journey. So we have gotten or made some good progress on our HTTP server, and I think we'll just continue with that today. So let's quickly look at what we have created. We have our server here, and I can run it with your program.sh, and I can now run a curl to the echo endpoint with some input like hello world, and it is returning hello world in an 200 OK response. So that's what we have right now. And let's quickly see what we are doing next. So we are doing read header. In this stage, you'll implement the user agent endpoint, which reads the user agent request header and returns it in the response body. Okay. Request line, get user agent endpoint, and then we add this user agent in the request, I expect. And we should respond with 200 OK, the content length, and the value of user agent from the user. And I can test it with this curl command, it seems like. So let's just see what happens if I do it now. It should say 404. Yeah, 404 not found. And here is the message. This is something I am logging. Here is the message, nice, buffer, and you can actually see we have the user agent endpoint. So I'll start by doing the same check here. I'll check if the buffer starts with user agent, and there won't be any slash after that actually. And if that is the case, I'll do something here. And what am I going to do? I'm going to extract in the same way that I did in the echo endpoint. I'll just extract everything after user agent. Right? What is this character? I'll quickly see it at how this looks, the headers. User agent accept. Okay, so for some reason the accept came before user agent in my case. But I actually think I could do something like this. I'll take this implementation from before because it's basically going to be very similar. And I'll get everything between user agent like that. And the end, I guess, is going to just be this. Although that is also more places in the code, so yeah, I'm not expecting this to work. It's probably gonna crash, but let's just see what happens here. So I'll do a printf debug, and let's try to print the text. Like that, just run it, and I'll run this. Debug. Whoa, it already fucking worked! No way! That's the any percent speedrun. Yeah, it actually answered with the user agent and the correct content length, it seems like. Also 200 OK. That's sick as fuck. Okay. With that stage being done, we'll commit it. Implement user agent endpoint. Let's push this and run the tests. And yeah, this has been the quickest implementation so far. It's building. Build successful. Fingers crossed. Running tests. Test passed. Holy shit. That was so easy. We're getting the hang of it, guys. That's great. Mark stage as complete. How did we do? I'm tempted to give some feedback. Okay, fuck that. PS Roderick Paul. This dude seems like a nice dude. Okay, anyways, let's check out the code examples. That is my own. All we had to do was add this, which is good. Let's see what Vartis is doing. Yeah, something similar, it seems like. Okay, enough. Now, next up, concurrent connections. That sounds difficult. In this stage, you'll add support for concurrent connections. Your tester will execute the program like this. Let's just run it so we can see what happens. Whoops, that's not correct. Your program. And then the tester will create multiple concurrent TCP connections to your server. After that, the tester will send a single GET request through each of the connections. Okay, so is this command substitution not allowed? Okay, can I do it in ZCH? Yeah, okay, so right now the program exits. So I guess I have to do something smart. HTTP server in C concurrent connections. Okay. It's just in a while loop. Create a new thread. Yeah, I guess I have to create some threads here. Just quickly close the window. It's sort of cold. Okay, let's do this shit. Let's yank it from this screenshot. So what's here? Client address. We have that right. Client FT here. Client address length. Waiting for a client to connect. Okay, let's try it here. While true. Everything here, I think, will be in the while loop. And what's up with the threads here? Create a new thread to handle the request. Pthread create handle client. And what's inside handle client? Fuck. Okay, just out of curiosity, what happens if I run this now? It actually didn't exit. And what if I run 3 of these? What? It seems like it's working. Okay, fuck it. Let's just push it. Implement support for concurrent connections. Okay. I don't think this is going to work. No, it crashed. Okay, so let's try to find out. Creating 2 parallel connections. Curl failed to read response, received no content received, expected HTTP version. Okay, let's run the program again and try to see what's happening. If I do this, in 3 seconds it should print HTTP okay. And netcat localhost. And let's remove the debug, because it seems to be sort of buggy. I mean, it works, right? HTTP 200, okay. It really seems like it's working, so okay, let's try to push it again. Comment debug. Like that. Okay. Curl. Okay, so it fails immediately from client number 2. Your program. Curl. Wait, is it not responding correctly? This is the request, and this is the response. Reply HTTP 200 OK. RN. Yep. And if I do something here, okay. Is that still, yeah, it says okay. So why is it not working? Okay. Thinking. Waiting for a client to connect. Client connected. Okay, let's read the output from the test runner. Failed to read response. Received no content received. Try RCLI to run test faster with Git. Okay. Let's try to view this. Should I install the Codecrafters thing? Yeah, fuck it, why not? Oops. And I think the command is Codecrafters test. No available. Wait. Codecrafters IO tap Codecrafters brew. Ah, I pasted it twice. Codecrafters test. Logs from your program will appear here. Waiting for a client to connect. Client connected. And let's actually do a print out the reply. Printf replying with string reply. Let's run it again. Waiting for a client to connect. Client connected. It's kind of weird that there was no reply. Test failed. See debug true to see more details. Okay, this can be very verbose apparently. Forget, let's try it. Sending first. Okay. Sent. Curl. I mean, it seems correct, right? Let's run it, and from my terminal, let's run this. If it starts with get HTTP 11, get HTTP 11, it should reply with this. This is very weird. We have the client connection, and let's print out the message as well for debug purposes. Waiting for a client to connect. Client connected. Sending first set of requests. Client number 2. Waiting for a client to connect. Client connected. It's very weird that this is not saying anything. Printf. I'm here. Let's do some classic debugging with print statements. I'm here too. Yeah, something is messing up here. I'm here, and then it tries to read, but it fails. Because I'm here too is not logged. But let's try to see the timing. Can it be because it's doing it like simultaneously? I'm here. because here it should be right. Okay, so now I think 2 should work, 3 should not work. Yeah, 2 works. What if I increase the size of this? What is this times 2? Although that would be kind of weird if that worked. Nope. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's try to figure out what these, or I think the best thing to do for me is to actually run this like the test runner does, but locally. So if I now, is this ZCH? Okay, now it is. I want to run 2 of these. How to chain bash commands. Okay, I can run this and then a new one. Because it works locally. What if I just do a curl and also, fuck's sake. Okay, I have this. "404 not found." It has to be because of this. Yeah, I get 1. Okay, this is something. Okay, I run this, and if I run this command, 2 curl commands at once, I only get 1 response. So when a request is sent simultaneously, something fucks up. See, what is this? Okay, this is just a GIF or a video. Okay, apply yourselves. Let's try to do it. Oh my god. C handle concurrent request. Accept returns a new socket made specially for that connection, and you can continue to serve that connection from that socket. The listening socket is ready to accept a new connection. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. How to listen for connections on a separate thread C. Inside the thread. Oh, this seems a bit daunting, to be honest. I can view the code examples, but yeah. Let's try to find out what this is. Example. pthread create. A pointer to a pthread structure, which pthread create will fill out information on the thread it creates. Okay, where was the first example? Yeah, this was it. So what happens here? pthread create, thread ID. Okay, so let's try to do something similar to this one. Create a new thread after the accept has been done. So I'm listening, and that's not happening in the while loop. But then we accept, and then we create a thread. So we accept here already, and then let's create a thread here. Let's create a thread here. pthread t thread ID. Okay. pthread create. Wait, pthread. I can't spell. Okay, I don't have that imported. Include pthread here. And I'm now doing, where am I trying to create this thread? Yeah, pthread create. And what do I put inside of it? Thread ID, the address of thread ID, and then null for the next one. What is that? Okay, handle client. So I guess that's the work we want to do. Let's call that handle client. Seems nice. And then void pointer client fd. Okay, like that, and now we just have to move this into its own function. And first we have to detach this. pthread detach, and then I'll pass thread ID. Okay, with all of this, We will put it in its own function. Handle client. And where exactly do I put it? Is it possible to put a function inside a function? Void handle, and that it is handle client. Void arg. Like that. Yeah, I don't have the client fd, but I get that from the arg. Okay. So let's try to say that int client fd. And what the fuck is this syntax even? I have no idea what that means. Doing this completely blind. Okay. You know what? Let's run it. 4 warnings created. But I mean a warning. No problem. Address boundary error. Okay. This is the first warning, or non-void function does not return a value. I mean, it says void right here. Stupid C. But I guess this is the problem. 124. Void client fd. Maybe I can do something like this. YOLO. Ah, it crashes immediately. Why is that? Of type, yeah, it should be that weird type. Okay, now it does not crash. Cast to void from smaller integer type int. Okay, I'll run it again and just try with one request. Client connected. Waiting for a client to connect. Okay, so it actually runs. Let's see if it gets all the way down here. Threads are connected, are created. Yeah, I have a theory of where it crashes. And I think it's here, because I'm not passing the client FT. Threads are created, yeah. And I guess this is working. Hello world. And this is not running. Hello world, yeah. And this is not running. So this client FD, handle client, how do I pass an argument at the same time of doing this? I guess this is it. Let's try to print the args. What even is that? How to print args. Oops. Okay, void star means a pointer to something not tightly specified. Okay, it's frequently used for callbacks from service routines in the sense that if you have a low-level timer alarm function, you can register a function for the low-level call without the low-level call needing to know the details of how the higher-level code works. The pointer can be to a struct containing a large amount of data. In your example, it might look like output timer, read CT, and then you pass the thing here. And here we stream arg. So maybe I can change that to integer. Ah, is this the problem? Ah, it crashes immediately. I'm trying to do what it says here. Int star arg void arg handle client. Okay, now it's running, but it crashes. Void arg handle client. Oops. But if I do this, it works. It fucking works. And all I did was place an ampersand without knowing why. Perfect. Okay, let's try with running 2 commands at the same time. Did it run twice? Maybe I have to place an ampersand here as well. Connection refused. I mean, it seems like it does it actually. 404 not found. Replying with. And why is that? Okay, I think it's sort of working, but let's see here. We do the send and also the close inside of the handle client. Close client FD. Not sure if that's correct in my case. You know what? Let's do what we always do and do a full send here. Implement threading. It might work. It might work. Let's test. Tests passed. Woo! Holy shit. It fucking works. Okay, and again, I'm not completely sure why. We have this void pointer, or I guess that's what we call a null pointer. And then we have the handle client here. Let's remove all of the debugging. I'll just quickly commit this. Commit. Remove debug statements. Let's close all the tabs and let's just quickly Google null pointer because I feel like I have heard that before. pointer to void type. Okay, fuck that. We will learn this later. Mark stage as complete. Ding! Let's go. We're moving up the ranks here. We're almost halfway. No, we are over halfway done, actually. Okay, let's quickly view the code examples. We have my implementation, which is perfect as always. Let's see what Lux did. pthread, handle connection, nice. Server socket, it does something. pthread, oh, what the fuck. Okay, that's just confusing me. Let's go to the next stage. Return a file. In this stage, we'll implement the files file name endpoint, which returns the requested file from the client. The tester will execute your program with a directory flag. The directory flag specifies the directory where the files are stored as an absolute path. Your program directory temp. Nice. Do I have the files there? Nope, I don't. Your first request will ask for a file that exists in the directory. Hello world. Your server must respond with 200 containing something. The second request will ask for a file that does not exist in the files directory for a not found. Seems fair. So let's start by creating the temporary stuff, or I had some refactoring I thought I wanted to do. Here's the message. Yeah, I guess I can still use that. Yeah, okay, it looks good. I'll create the temporary folder, foo, and I can say hello from the file. That's good. We started with this. Yeah, I wanted to remove the debug statement. I'll quickly add the code crafters and disable verbose debugging. But we don't have to commit it yet. Okay, so we have the foo, hello from the file server. Let's go into the handle client function and get on with it. So user agent will do exactly the same here, or actually here. Else if starts with something, we will do if it starts with get file, was it? Files. Like that. Then we will again try to find the path first. So that's going to look kind of exactly the same as the echo endpoint, I think. Between get files. We can take this entire line actually and say get files. Then we have the text here. Then I can show you what I'm thinking. So we have the file name right now. String, and let's do a new line with the text. So if I run it, and we want to run it with the directory flag. If I now run files foo, it's going to say foo, which is great. But what am I thinking? I'm thinking that, yeah, I directory flag. So first we have to get the read the flag. Read flag from C program. What the fuck? See how to read input from a flag. Okay, it appears in the main function, which is here, and I have to put this, I guess. And from here I will just try to log the different flags. Oops. Yeah. Okay. It finds first wait, it got a directory temporary. What? arg0 is the program itself. arg1 is the flag, and arg3 is the actual directory. arg2, I mean. Okay, that's that. And now we want to pass that into the handle client function, and I have no idea how I would do that. If I just pass something else, like void nullable test. Too many arguments. Yep, that does not work. Maybe I have to create this into a struct of some sort. It would be so much more chill if this function just knew how to get command line arguments from helper function in C. Okay, you know what? I can actually... No, I can't hard code it because it's going to specify the directory where the files are stored as an absolute path. Okay, you know what? I feel like we have gotten some good progress today, but I can't sit here all day. So I will say thanks for watching this episode, and yeah, I'll return tomorrow and try to churn out the last 2 steps here before doing the HTTP compression part. Sounds good? Okay, later.